Hello, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas. And today's date, it is December 25th of 2021. And it's almost 3 a.m. on a Sunday morning. I believe I've got this audio now working, and I'm not going to touch it. I've had several of you tell me, more than several, they quit messing with it. Really, it's I'm not going in and just insanely, I'm just using the computer. So anyway, I think I've got it, except I suspect that the volume level is not where it should be. I've got a bunch of microphones, as you know. The Elgato Wave 3, the Blue Yeti X, and a bunch of others. I think I mentioned in a video the other day, yesterday or the day before, I went to my closet looking for looking for things, cables or switches or, whatever. And I thought, what's in that box, And it was $180 brand new from 2016 computer that I had bought, a really small, well, about the size of my Beeline that I have here, except this is more expensive, the Beeline. But I didn't even remember, purchasing it. And, I looked on Amazon's order thing, and I saw in 2016 where I purchased it. A few hours ago, my daughter, or our daughter, Darlene, and myself, Hilary, she came over with a giant, like a Santa Claus boot or whatever, filled with candy. My ex-wife and myself are both type 2 diabetics. Is it type 2? I can't remember, And my son hasn't had a checkup. Grown son has not had a checkup in a long time. He's got an appointment next month. And I think he'll be diabetic too, unfortunately. Anyway, she brought us over a ton of candy. I don't know what let's see. Can you see? There's candy there. There's a Rudolph, a chocolate Rudolph. Well, there's peanuts back there, and there's, all kinds of, where's the camera? Oh, it's way over there. I'm going to try not to eat this candy, and believe me, there's a bunch more. But she also got us all some cheese. This is something that, but she got this at Kroger, and this is, I think, a larger amount, or weighs more. And okay, the sharp cheese is the same as the where do we get it? Anyway, there's sharp cheese in there, and there's Gouda. And anyway, it looks to me like it's a little higher quality than Walmart. So I always enjoy, well, I don't enjoy it, I think, but every year I don't write them down or anything, but I don't exactly call them resolutions, but I always, at the beginning of a new year, I think we all, not all of us, some of us are smarter than that, say, oh, I'm a resolution, I'm going to whatever. One hospital that I was working at, I was working I worked all 3 shifts there over, but I was working especially the second shift. And when I'd make my rounds, I don't know how many times, I'd stop at a vending machine, get a candy bar and eat the candy bar. Making my rounds, later on I'd eat, I don't know how many candy bars I ate during the 8-hour shift. Okay, I think this is, I'm not sure which one this is. It is good though. Okay, that's the one that's, get this one. Anyway, my resolution, I hate to call it that. I want to make better videos. I don't think I can really make them more often, but I want to make them better and do a little bit of real editing to them. And I want to try, and this will probably be impossible for me to do, because even before there was a World Wide Web, I've been doing things like this. Before there was a YouTube or any, I was doing videos. I was doing streaming videos. Back before there was these video sites, I was streaming them, and 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, non-stop. So, but what I want to stop doing is the political stuff. But I don't think I'll be able to do that. But maybe I can cut way back. Because when I see some of these stories, I just can't help commenting on them and getting upset. Like the truck driver that got 110 years. He had a traffic accident. And I think 4 people died, and I think 6 were injured or something. From Colorado. And they have a law in that state that, well, okay, I'm getting into politics again. Well, it's not really politics. Well, it is, I guess. We have 50 different states, and so we have state legislatures. And, well, you look at the national legislature, or maybe in your country, a parliament. And as screwed up as some of those people are, who are sitting in those august chambers, just think of the state legislatures, how much worse they are. And they pass, the laws, and it's just unbelievable. So, okay, this will be I'm going to try when January 1st rolls around. Good try before then, but anyway, Colorado, I do. They have a law that you can't run crimes, the sentences, concurrently, in other words, at the same time. You have to run them separately. So if somebody gets in other states, if you did something, say, robbed somebody or whatever, and the sentence would be, let's say 5 years, and you did it twice or something, or two different people or whatever. The things can be run concurrently. So let's say you have two 5-year sentences. You'd have two, but when you're serving the 5 years, it's also taking care of the other one. And the reason for that is, if, let's say, that, you appeal, your lawyer appeals or whatever, and in one trial, or the one case, something was done improperly or whatever. And so that case is, thrown out. Or you're retried on it or whatever, but that's thrown out. So but you still have the other thing. But Colorado decided to run him. So he was charged with a whole bunch of things. I don't see where it was in. He must have done something like not getting the vehicle inspected the way he was supposed to, or they didn't mention anything like that, But that had to be because he had a whole bunch of sentences, and I think they were like 9 or 10 years apiece, and they ran them all consecutively, one after the other. And so he's ended up with right now a 110-year sentence, and I think 4 million people have signed up. I started to say prescription or a subscription, have signed a petition calling for the state legislature and for the governor to pardon him or partially pardon him or something. The guy was not. The guy was a legal driver. He was not intoxicated. He was not doing drugs. I think they said he was 22 years old when the accident happened. I think he's 23 now. Anyway, but I want to stop talking about politics, but I think it'll be really difficult because I've been talking about doing videos and typing up blogs and stuff of whatever at the time. But I want to try to... Also, I want to mention movies because I watch a lot of movies. I'm a movie fan, always have been. I think almost all of us probably have been from the time I was a kid, before there was television, watching movies. So I want to not review the movies, but just mention to you. But well, a lot of times I don't monetize the thing anyway, but still, I just hate it when I get a copyright hit. It always says, "Oh, this, don't worry about it, you have a copyright hit, but this, this does not affect your, But I just hate it that when it's on there, and I very rarely get them. Once I was a long time ago walking through a mall, and I could barely hear the mall music, coming. But as I was walking through it, I said, "I bet you I'm going to get a copyright strike." Sure enough, I got one. I like Antiques Roadshow from the UK. I watch it a lot on Plato TV or whatever. And I was just going to Plato TV in this video to tell you, hey, they have a lot of different stuff, like channels. And they have a lot of stuff, all free. But when I went there, I sat there for a few seconds saying, hey, they have, and I really like this Antiques Roadshow. And then I think I meant, but anyway, I don't know what that 30 seconds I sat there because I was I'm having to think, you know, okay, where do I want to go with the next thing? And sure enough, I got a copyright strike from that. So, but anyway, I'm thinking about how I want to do it for starting January 1st of 2022. Anyway, now, see, I'll get a copyright strike. I'll get a copyright strike for all of it. You know, these things you can't. I forget what the law is. Actually, you're supposed to be I don't know whether it's a patent law or the copyright law or what the thing is. You're supposed to. But if I stop on any of these things, like the Last Cowboy, which was an excellent movie. Oh, they didn't start up on that, but The Hateful Eight was an excellent movie too. What I want to do is mention, I guess, I don't know. Just want to mention to you, so because there's a lot of them. I didn't care for the men who stare at goats. Anyway, I'm going to get back to this cheese.
I think if you could do a survey of the dead, they would...
I don't want to hate on, you know, YouTube or Netflix or whoever it is. I want to. Maybe I should take the clip. I don't know. Maybe I should take the clips and then not just post it, you know, then cut out when something starts that's got a few notes of something, and just do it that way. I'm not sure. Silverado, excellent, you know, excellent movie. Of course, True Grit, I think everybody probably already watched that, you know. Really good, both of the versions. Maybe there's more than two versions, you know. Both of them were good. Oh, you're not even able to see it. I've got to remember to switch. I'm using the, my AV, whatever it is, I can't read, something media, which is, it's actually on the computer over here that I am running right now. Linux Mint. I've been playing with it a little bit. I haven't, you know, I've been messing with, by the way, this is episodes, you know, many seasons of Weeds. I watched all of those. Were really good. Really, really good. Anyway, I think I'm probably gonna, I've played with this a little bit, but I've been messing with this, you know. But I think I'm probably gonna put Ubuntu back. I thought about Ubuntu Studio. My problem with Ubuntu Studio was it's loaded with everything you need for working with videos and stuff like that, but it's like the video and the audio and that type of stuff they've got that stuff in there, and it's that really, you know, they go strong on that because that's the idea behind it. It's production, you know, software, and sort of a pain, but they have everything there. Of course, the Rocky Horror Picture Show is a great video. Sweet Home Alabama, I just love that. I remember The Vampire in Brooklyn being good, but I tried to watch it the other day and just wasn't interested anymore. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm going to get back to this cheese. Thank you very much for watching.
Look very unhappy with the cheese. No. Don't worry, I got the right edit on it, I think.